Hey y'all, this is TCA Gaming, and in this video I'm going to show you guys a bunch of stuff that I have that is coming on consignments. Thanks to everybody who joined in on the last live that we had on Tuesday night. We ended up going through the Fossil First Edition box. We went through a base set box that was posted right it was just a few hours before the video, and then we started into another box because I made a mistake and oversold on that first one, and then we sold out of the Expedition Triple Blisters, but we still have some of the Power Keepers. Let me see. And these are actually going to be double listed on eBay as well. If you're looking to buy some of those, you can keep them sealed. They're going to stay on the site for a little bit, but the sale is over. However, if you want to make an offer on something, send that my way and I can send it to the consignee. All right, so let's jump into some of the stuff that I have that is in consignment. I got a bunch of different consignments here, so we're going to go through some of this stuff. All right, first up we have a Mimikyu CS17. So a consignment is just where I sell stuff for other people. That might be obviously some of you, but that's probably one of the most asked questions that I get, like what is consignment? And these right here, this is just an identifier, a way for me to make sure that I'm getting the consignments right. I do identify by the last three of the cert in the title as well, but you'll see this stuff. So like if you wanted to find this Mimikyu, I mean, I would just search Mimikyu, but you could also search by CS17. It's more so for me and for the consignee if they want to find all the stuff that they have up. This is pretty good. This is a green version of the Bandai card ass. As far as I know, PSA still does not recognize the green or the red. This says part 1 is green. That might be true. I'm not really sure, but I know that the red usually brings a little bit of a premium. I added another one of these to my personal collection, a couple of them. I'm still picking these up for around 40-ish. These for, I think I'm down to like $90 or so. I think it's a pretty good deal, so I wanted to just add some to my collection while they're cheap. I'm not saying that they're ever going to, but if they do, I think that would be, it would not surprise me. Some of the light packs that were in the video were consigned. You can see right here. I put the weight on here, 21.25, but I want to make sure it's clear. It's a light pack, so I did make sure that that was very apparent in any packs that were from those boxes that I'm sure were light, like 21.45. If I just sold that as is and didn't tell people what, or where it was from, they'd probably think it was a heavy, but that's actually a light. And I'm going to go over that because I've actually got some more packs that have come in on consignment that I'm not too sure if they're light or heavy. Here we have some more of the packs that were consigned. You can see all of these are light, but you can see the weights right there. I had one person who bought some packs and he was like, yeah, it's over 21, so it's still within the threshold. I think it's going to be, it might have a hollow inside. I'm like, no, it's light. And the only way you can see that weight is if you look at the same label that says that it's a light pack, and then I put light in the title as well. Got some coins in. Got the base set Chansey. I think one of these is different. Yeah, there's a couple different back sides that you can get. I can't remember where you get one and where you get the other, but you can see right there a couple 9s. Got some of the Aerodactyl Fossil theme decks, and then check it out, the Gigantamax Charizard. It's got the VMAX Charizard from the Sword Shield UPC. Pulled a 10. I'll be curious to see where that goes. I can't remember. I don't think I picked one of those up off of Dan at Catch 'em All Collectibles. I picked up a couple 10s. There's another Charizard I picked up, a couple of them for my personal collection. This one is in auction. Got the Hitmonchan and the Lapras. He wanted me to show to you guys, like this print line here, it goes across the hollow, but it actually goes across like the entire card, and it come out of the pack that way. So that was kind of cool. I couldn't really state that it was an error of some sort because, I mean, most likely it's just something that did happen at the factory, but still, PSA and anywhere else is most likely just going to see that as damage. All right, next up, might have to pull my camera back, but check this out. So CGC is grading these comics. You can see right here, this is Pokemon Yellow Official Strategy Guide. It's Prima's official, and I graded a 9.8. I was looking at this thing. It's actually in really nice shape. This is the kind of holder I would love to get for something like an uncut sheet in time, but who knows if that's ever going to happen. But yeah, you've got that one, and he also has Pokemon Stadium, also pulled to 9.8. So I'll be curious to see how well these do in auction. I definitely haven't seen these before go. So I heard that there was Nintendo Power, the first Nintendo Power. That one did really well in auction or something. It went for something pretty crazy. All right, here we have the Japanese Espeon and Deoxys GX. We're at CS1. Got a Giratina EX, 41 of those. Got an alternate art. Slowpoke or Psyduck and Slowbro. I guess this should Psyduck and Slowpoke. If that Shelter had bitten onto the other tail that we would have a Slowbro right there. Got a Shining Gyarados and a BGS 9, a 9.5 on the Suicune Gold Star. Well, looks like there's another one of those Pikachu Zekroms. I've been picking them up slowly here and there, just kind of. I'm not trying to disrupt the market, just picking some up in auction. Definitely not doing a buyout of any sorts because there's a ton of them things out there. Next up, we have some sealed packs. Got a Pop Series 5. That'll be interesting to see how well that does. Got an EX Crystal Guardians. This is a water and fire. I think it's a water and fire deck. We got Claire on the front. Usually these decks are pretty set, but it's a half deck for verse. I can't remember if that's the one with the Charizard in it or not. I want to say it is not, but I haven't looked up those deck set lists in a long time. We have some more theme decks. They're all sealed except for this one here has a flap that is popped open. I do note that in the listing. You can see there's a little bit of pressing in. A lot of these have some wear on them. You can see the zap. It's not like too crispy, and you can even see some creases in there, but here's the blackout. These are going to most likely be the international version, so they almost have zero chance of having shadowless cards in there. And the reason I say that is because you don't find damage counters advertised, and they did that in later versions, especially when they were trying to ship overseas and stuff, because those damage counters kind of caused issues. That's why we see most of the figure collections we get over here in the USA, at least it used to be this way anyways in recent years, you got a jumbo collection box if you were like in the United Kingdom instead of getting that figure collection box. All right, next up we have a pretty big consignment. Actually, this might be two consignments here. Let's see what we have. All right. Got an Absol, the secret rare from Team Magma, Team Aqua. Got an Alolan Vulpix. Ash's Pikachu GX. Got the Birthday Pikachu. This is actually the Squirtle deck Blastoise. There is the exact same artwork that you find on the CD promo, like you see in a Charizard that's coming up. There's the alternate art Blastoise and Piplup GX. Got a Blaziken EX. Got a decent amount of variety in this submission here. Here's the Charizard. The way you know that this one is a CD promo, well, there's only this Charizard print other than like the reprint for the 20th anniversary. It's got a lightning bolt right there. If there was a lightning bolt on that Blastoise or the Venusaur that we see later on, then it's from the CD, and if it's not, then it's from that deck. It's got a Dark Dragonite, reverse holo from Team Rocket Returns. There's a Dragonite EX, Easter's Pikachu, Jolteon EX, got a Crystal Kingdra. There's Lance's Dragonite. That's where a lot of those verse cards come from that are like that, which we don't have anything on the English side other than the TMB ones that are super, super rare. You got Lily. There's the Mega Rayquaza EX. We did originally see this in Roaring Skies, but you got the secret rare version here. I think I just sold one of these in auction. I was surprised. It went for like $700-800 bucks, something like that, but it's the alternate art for the Magikarp and Wailord GX. There's a Pikachu. There's another Pikachu. Got the Scream Psyduck. Rocket's Entei EX. Nice looking card there for sure. Here's an older type Rocket's Entei, not the EX. There's a Suicune and the Raikou, so you get all three. Got Rhoda's Mew, got the Scream Rowlet, and then we have a Sid's Blastoise. And these are all the same consignment, CS19. Let me see. This consignment stops there. There we go. There's a regular Suicune, the shiny Suicune from Call of Legends, got the Suicune EX. And this is the Venusaur. You can see it, instead of a lightning bolt, it has a Bulbasaur. So this is from the Bulbasaur deck, and the Blastoise was from the Squirtle deck. These are two decks that come in the VHS intro deck. And they've got a lot of exclusive arts in both of those decks, but down to the non-holos as well. And then here is a Vulpix in PSA 10. Next up, this is a pretty epic consignment here, so I'm going to save that one for last. I do have one more consignment that I haven't officially listed. I'm trying to find out more information on the packs, and I'll tell you why here in a second. We have this Delta Species Flareon PSA 10 pack. I thought that was pretty cool. Got a Win from the Sea. I'm going to show you guys the weight. Not really sure if that's heavy, light, what it is. I can tell you this. Somebody bought it was a Sky Ridge, and it was like an E4 and an E5 pack. Maybe it was E3. I think it was E4 and E5. No, it might have been E3. I can't remember. But basically, they bought two packs off of it. They opened them up thinking that they were light. They pulled the Crystal Charizard and the Umbreon, like the Moonbreons in it. So it was pretty epic. All right. Right here. So you can see right here, 21.35. These are not from the fossil boxes that I broke recently. Somebody just sent in 3 art sets. I'm selling them individually. At least I am as of this moment. They're not officially listed yet, but you can see all of these weights are pretty heavy. You know, they're keep these in the right order. They're in the same, they're all in that heavyweight range that people, if they buy them and they think they're just single loose packs, they're gonna have a really good shot at a holo. However, because they're all like that, and we've had a lot of boxes recently come out with these super heavy weights, I'm a little skeptical, thinking that they're all light. So I don't know. I'm not going to call something light for sure without knowing, but I'm also not going to advertise heavy in anything. So I'm talking with the seller now to see if he knows where he got them, if he knows for sure that they're all light. I'm hoping that he can give me an honest answer, and then at least I can advertise it correctly. Otherwise, it's just going to be advertised exactly as is. People can kind of take their own risk and chance with that. But here's the final consignment, CS4. You can see right there, Brock's Ninetales. Also, in fact, let me show you the consignment number. So any of those packs that were labeled CS16, it's going to be from the Fossil. Those are the ones that I'm talking about, because there are going to be other Fossil packs that do go through consignment that are from the light box, or from the boxes that I busted. I know for sure are light, and they'll have light in the title. But we've got a Brock's Ninetales in a tin here. Got a reverse hollow Butterfree from Fire Red Leaf Green. Look at that. There's a big card. Gengar EX. Pulled the tin. Got a nice swirl there in the top right. There's Giovanni's Gyarados. Any swirls there? I don't think there is. Then we've got a Ninetales from Expedition. Man, this would have been sweet in a 10, but it's still a really nice card in a 9. Got the Rockets Mewtwo EX. Got a Starmie and Gem Mint 10 from Skyridge. I know somebody who, this is their favorite card. He's been in the community for a long time, and if you're watching this, man, haven't heard from you in a while. Hope you're doing well. Another huge card here with the Vaporeon from Skyridge. This used to be very, very expensive, well into the thousands. I'm kind of curious to see where it's at now. And then finally, definitely not least, we've got this Vaporeon Gold Star. So one of the possibilities that you could get from the Power Keepers packs is we have not pulled a Gold Star from any of the packs that we've opened so far. You only get one Gold Star in roughly 2 boxes. That's kind of the general accepted odds. So still very low odds, 1 in 72 packs. But if we had pulled one from the box, you would almost be guaranteed not to get one. But we have not pulled one yet, so maybe somebody will end up getting that. Anyways, guys, hope you enjoyed the video. Just going through stuff that I'm selling. I love seeing this stuff come in. Consignments are going to dwindle down because I have a disclaimer on my website. If anything gets to me after May 15th, then it will most likely be delayed until July before I get it up. And I'm still going to be working on my eBay at that time, but I want to make sure that everything is completely auctioned through. So that's giving me a few weeks of time there to list the items, sell them, deal with relist, cancellations, and so forth. But guys, thanks as always for watching these videos and supporting the channel. If you have any questions at all, please send me an email. A lot of times I don't see everything that goes into the like the messages or the comments down there below the YouTube video. I do see some of them, but they can also get lost very quickly with the different types of notifications that gets pushed through to my email. But if you send me an email, and as long as you're not just like trying to extend a very simple question, I'll try to get back to you as soon as possible. Thanks.